Are you ready to own your own home? Then Paper City Savings is a place to go. We provide the convenience.
Or Sports Bar and Grill. You can score amazing. All right, back at the Berg as we're a few moments away from the opening tip here this afternoon. See if the Pointers can notch win number 9 on the year. Starting lineups for Lawrence. They'll go with 5'5" junior Lydia Leak out of Long Grove, Illinois. 5'5" freshman Charlotte Brennan. She's from Firestone, Colorado. 5'7" junior Maggie Culver, who is from Winfield, Illinois. 5'10" junior Mallory Meyer from Battleground, Washington. And 6' senior Libby Crandall from Sartell, Minnesota. John Zelmer, is this Division I or Division III
Yeah,
with that roster, huh?
Some of these small privates do draw players and students from all over the country, don't they?
They do. For our Pointers this afternoon, 5'5" junior Courtney Krieger from Merrill. 6'1" senior Jamie Pfeiffer from Wisconsin Dells. It'll be 5'8" senior Josie Nice from Platteville. 5'8" junior Alexa Thompson from De Pere West. And Stevens Point, coached by Matt Hockett in his second year right now, the record at 19-14.
Eric Jones and Fritz Richter. It's time for Pointers.
Well, let's see what happens.
Both teams sort of similar in play, Scotty. They average a Pointer 65-9 a game. Lawrence 64-3 defensively. 51 points per game for our Pointers. That's a nice and 58-7 for Lawrence. So I don't think either of these teams are going to want to just racehorse up and down the floor tonight or this afternoon. I don't see this as being a really high-scoring game.
All right, Pfeiffer will jump center here against Crandall for Lawrence, and the opening tip is controlled by Stevens Point. And here we go, underway from the Berg. Thompson over to Pfeiffer on the right wing. Jamie down on the baseline to Gabby Golita. Golita to the free throw line. Thompson to the corner. Krieger. Golita at the top of the circle over to the right wing. It'll go there. On the dribble, nice to a backdoor cut by Krieger, and the first shot of the game is good.
Good cut to the basket by Krieger on the backside. They're able to lead her beautifully, and she got a little runner. Guards got to have that play, Scotty. You got to have that little runner.
2-0. We are just underway. Quick shot, not going to go for Crandall. And the rebound drawn off long by Alexa Thompson. Lobs it backside for Gabby Golita. And she'll put it off the glass and score it. Well, and it is 4-0.
Yep, early offense. Good job of taking a rebound and running out with the basketball.
Quickly, here comes Lawrence. Miss another shot. Thompson with the rebound for Stevens Point. Leaves it outside for Courtney Krieger. 4-0. Stevens Point early on here. Krieger bounces right baseline. Pfeiffer, short jumper, and she nails it.
Well, 3 for 3 to start the game. Pointers average 40% on the year. Nice start here.
I would say. Brennan with it. Top of the circle and left wing with the pass to Culver. Culver in the lane, stopped at the elbow, took an extra step. They're going to whistle a foul.
Yeah, late whistle.
It's going to be on Alexa Thompson. First foul of the ball game.
Alexa is one of those players we need on the floor, Scotty. She's kind of one of those glue players. She's a great rebounder.
Agreed. Free throw, and Lawrence is on the board. Maggie Culver makes the first, and another to get here. 6-1 your score. Second one rattles around and drops through, and it's 6-2. So the Pointers will bring it back. Josie Nice across the timeline. Bothered there by Culver. Nice almost dribbled into a double team. Golita over to Thompson on the wing, down to the baseline, stolen. Not a good pass.
Oh, turnover number 1. Yep, they wanted it on the right hand, and they just put it wide to the baseline.
Culver with it. Stops at the arc. Takes the dribble to the free throw line, down the lane, back outside. It'll go there, Meyer. To the arc to Crandall, into the corner. 3 ball, in and out, no. Long rebound. Alexa Thompson gets to it. Crosses timeline, looked at Pfeiffer. It'll go back around to the left wing, Courtney Krieger. Krieger bounces, Pfeiffer left corner. Jamie holds it above the head, gives it back out and around to the right side of the floor. Thompson back over to Gabby Golita. Gabby working dribble down to the baseline. Very athletic is Golita. She tried to sneak baseline. Really forced that, in my opinion, but she's going to get bailed out with a foul.
She did, and another late call, Scotty. I thought that action had passed, and I was looking for stepping on the baseline or maybe a travel, but the foul came instead.
So Point will inbound off the baseline. They get it on the floor to Krieger in the left corner. Courtney back out. Thompson takes the jumper off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled in this time by Meyer, and Lawrence down by 4 with a crack at getting a little closer. Out in the right corner, it'll go there. Culver on the baseline drive, cut off, sends it back out. Crandall into the hands of Leak. Crandall at the arc, her 3, and it comes up short. Krieger with the save into the hands of Golita. And right back to your point guard into the front court. Courtney left wing dribble to the corner, it'll go there. Jamie Pfeiffer, she runs into Nice, but they get rid of it. Josie Krieger, right corner. Pfeiffer wants a 3 off the front of the rim. No. Rebounded by Leak. Well, you got closer shots early, and now we're settling for longer shots.
Exactly. We started 3 for 3, and those were all mid-range jumpers.
Inside, tipped away by Pfeiffer, picked up by Nice. Josie will bring it up here. Pointers by 4. Into Pfeiffer, down the lane, layup good. Now there was a good basket.
Yeah, good job of running the floor by Pfeiffer. She beat her defender down and found herself wide open.
8-2, Stevens Point, early lead here from the Berg. Left corner, Crandall. Lawrence sends it on top. They're 8-4 on the year. Obviously have played 4 more games than the Pointer women have. Along the right side of the lane, Meyer takes in a little up and under shot, won't go. Gauletta with a rebound. Here come the Pointers. Front court, Point in their home white uniforms with some purple numbering. Thompson for the 15-footer, in and out. Deep corner rebound, Lawrence. They'll get it back to Meyer, and up the floor it'll come. Brennan stops at the 3-point arc. Keeps the dribble up, sends it over to Leak. Guarded there by Josie Nice down the left side of the lane. Works her way into the paint. Kick out, 3 ball. That's an airmail and out of bounds off the hand of Meyer.
Lawrence running a lot of offense on the perimeter. In fact, they're playing 5 out on sometimes. Most of their offense so far has been free throw line extending it above. They shot a couple threes from out there, and they both come up short. So good defense so far by our Pointers.
Rachel Hagan, Emily Mortensen both in for Point. Paper City Savings, proud supporter of our community. They have locations in Plover, Wisconsin Rapids, and Nakusa. Pfeiffer into the corner. Mortensen. Emily wanted to get it down deeper. Couldn't get the pass there. Backdoor cut by Krieger into the lane. Working hard. Had the ball tipped away. Picked up by Thompson. Tried to get it across the way. Mortensen through the lane. Forced one up there. Well, had to, quite honestly. That shot not good.
Yeah, it was right at one second. So we're fortunate to get a shot off.
Yep. Into the lane, Leak comes to a stop. Tied up for a second there by Krieger. A lean in, won't go. Krieger with a rebound. Then poked away by Leak from behind. Loose ball. Krieger will get it back. We had a little bit of a scrum. And just as Krieger got it and found an outlet, coach called a timeout, and he's like, oh, darn.
Yeah, he was trying to save a possession with the ball on the floor, and Krieger made a great pass from the floor, and we were going to have some numbers, and he went, oh, no.
Well, 8-2 and a 30-second timeout. Let's stay here. Your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard, shows Stevens Point up 8-2. The final score right on the corner of 2nd and Maria, Stevens Point. They have all of your game day needs, or you can stop at the OT Tavern. They're right next door for a little something extra.
Well, Lawrence has yet to make a field goal, Scotty, and we're at the 4:26 mark. They've had 2 free throws, which accounts for their 2 points. Stevens Point, 4 of 8. Not too bad, 50% from the floor. 0 of 2 from behind the 3-point line. You heard Coach Hockett talk about trying to get that 3-point percentage up. We said at 21%, which, if you're only making 1 out of every 5, that should not be the first place you look to score.
Probably not. Or at least in our opinion, right? Does not always work the way we think it should.
Actually, one of our bigger players, Alexa Thompson, is our best 3-point shooter, and she's 7 of 22 on the year. So we haven't established a go-to outside shooter.
No. I think they're hoping Ava Loftus is going to give that to him, but so far she just has not seemed to find the stroke. That'll come. Pointers will bring it up, leading by 6. Right wing to Thompson. Heavy screen. Pfeiffer nearly got knocked over. Jamie steps out near the timeline to get the ball now. Crossover dribble, and they're going to say she turned it over.
And they're trying to cross over.
Sophie Morey with the defense. She's out of Tinley Park, Illinois. 8-2, Stevens Point. Right wing, Kuzmanovic.
That was a travel.
In the game. In deep, along the lane, turnaround jumper off the mark. Rachel Hagan with a rebound for Stevens Point. Krieger to the front court. Left side, Thompson. Down to the baseline, kick out, Pfeiffer, open, 3. Got it!
Well, good play by Thompson. She drove baseline, drew the defender, and knew she had a wide open teammate. Just stopped and kicked it out for the 3.
Point up early, 9 at an 11-2 score. And Lawrence throws it away.
Third turnover for Lawrence. And Pointers have 3 as well. Well, good beginning here, Scotty. 11-2 to start.
Yep. Ava Loftus, Kelly McIntyre both in. Can't complain about being up 9.
Nope, and Lawrence is struggling to get the ball in the basket. They've had some good looks. They just haven't made a shot yet.
Josie Nice, front court. Loftus, left sideline. Off the Hagen screen, wanted a little pick and roll. I don't think Hagen looked for it quick enough. Nice down to the right block, a big bump. Are they going to give her a shooting foul or not?
She got that shot off in a hurry, Scotty. It'll be interesting. They're talking about it. Are they going to say on the floor or are they going to say a shot? Looks like on the floor. You know what? Good call.
So that foul whistled against Sophie Morey. Her first, second on Lawrence. 11-2 score.
A lot of fans asking for a shooting foul there, Scotty, but I thought the bump came earlier.
Ball came inbound, and then Hagen didn't secure it.
No.
Rachel had it swiped away, and then commits the foul, trying to go back and get it.
Yep, how often do you see that? Make a bad play, and then in your anxiety, you go in and commit the foul.
Brennan will bring it up. Lawrence with the ball after the Pointer turnover. Down the right side of the lane, and there's your first basket as they beat Mortensen.
Yeah, you know, they kind of had a double pick set on the free throw line, and she used it beautifully and was able to get downhill.
Josie Nice will cross the timeline with it. Mortensen on the right wing. Oh, had Nice for a moment there if you had gotten it to her. Josie out on the left wing, crossover down to the baseline, pulls up, kicks it back. Mortensen wants 3, and she's got it.
You know, you mentioned the miss of the cutter before. We've had a couple of cutters and screen and rollers, and we haven't looked at them.
Yeah, sometimes, you have to anticipate a little bit of that. Observe the floor and what's going on. Looked like a travel, nothing whistled. Kick out, right wing dribble. Swoboda got inside, couldn't hit it. Josie Nice with the rebound. A lot of defense coming from behind, and there's an inadvertent foul, albeit, but it's a foul on Lawrence. Coming up from behind on the defense, Carly Beck.
Good job of Josie. She was about center court and said, there's a whole lot of dark blue uniforms around me, and instead of continuing with that dribble, she was pulling out of it and got hit from behind.
Pointers up by 10 at 14-4 right now with the basketball. First quarter action. Game started at 2. Left side, Loftus down to McIntyre on the baseline. Slides in, underlaid, gets her own rebound, overlays. Picked up by Hagen, and Rachel knocks it down.
Coach Hockett so high on Rachel Hagen. Of course, the freshman, 5'10" from Duluth. She's going to be a really nice player for 4 years.
Oh, that's for sure. Out on the wing, it'll go there into the hands of Morey, down to the left corner. Lawrence down by a dozen early on, in deep to the post. Morey goes up and scores it over McIntyre.
Nice play, left-hand finish. Might have had some contact there as well, Scotty.
Skyward Incorporated, connecting parents and education. Josie Nice to the lane. Little crossover step, and then missed everything out of bounds.
Well, did everything right until the shot came up short.
Yep. It'll go back to Lawrence. I will tell you this, one of our officials, what do they call a doppelganger? He is so close to being an identical Jeff Radke. It's amazing. If for those that remember former Pointer basketball standout Jeff Radke, might be an inch or two shorter, but wow.
He's aged. Maybe that is Jeff.
You know, if it was Rad, at first I thought he would know us, and he'd come and say hi. Shot won't go. McIntyre with a rebound into the hands of Nice. Josie into the front court. Stops and works on the right wing dribble. Looked at McIntyre, bounces it in there. Down deep, McIntyre off the glass and can't hit it again. Got to hit those when you get down there. She's missed a couple of what I would call bunnies. In deep to the post, double team comes, ball pops free, picked up by Nice. Josie will push, Stevens point. 4-on-4 as a pair of players get back. And now we're going to get a blocking foul on Kuzmanovic.
That's who it's on. Team foul number in this first quarter. Of course, women do not play halves. They play quarters, and the foul shooting comes at 5.
Abby Campion in for point, yeah.
Then they started all over on the next quarter. You like that, Scotty?
You know what? I do. It's kind of weird. And I don't know that it would work that well for the men's game, but I think it does for the women's. Pass underneath, that time by Slowick. Got it into Loftus. Waited too long, had it knocked away, and then a loose ball. Who's going to get the foul?
Oh, that's a good question. There were bodies scattered all over that floor. This might be a case of whoever ended up with the ball gets the benefit of the call, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Loftus is going to go to the foul line.
Crandall with her second and the 5th. So now Loftus goes to the line. So do you like the situation that we're facing right here now that you asked, meaning free throws on the 5th foul?
And then you get to 2. Not particularly, I guess, because you get in that situation where you got to make 1-and-1s, and at the end of a game.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I can see going to the 1-and-1 at 5 fouls.
Yeah.
Instead of automatic
until
2.
Maybe 7 and then go 2 or whatever. But
yeah,
it takes that out of the way. It's a lot more relaxing to have 2 free throws.
That second one. 8 on the clock. Pointers made them both, by the way. Kick to the left corner. Driving baseline. A lot of contact. Shot won't go. And the clock will run out. We played 1 quarter here in the Berg Gym. UW Stevens Point 18 and Lawrence 6. We're back in 1 minute. UW Stevens Point women's basketball on WPCN. Stevens Point with an 18-6 lead over Lawrence.
Scotty, one of the areas where the Pointers have been really good this year is rebounding. They out-rebound their opponents by an average of 10 boards per game. Well, they out-rebounded Lawrence in that first quarter, 13-6.
Stevens Point goes defense here first. Lawrence over to the left side will go to Brennan. Takes it into the lane, backing her way down, takes a tough shot, doesn't hit it, but the rebound putback is good. Nobody else there.
No.
Sophie Morey, easy too.
Give Morey credit. She was on the backside, and both of our defenders went to the shot and left her wide open.
So Josie Nice is the one that'll bring it up. Thompson out on the right wing, 4-point. Gives it back to Nice. Backdoor cut by Krieger. Secured it, kicks it out. Pfeiffer will hit the 3.
Well, we're shooting pretty well from the three-point line today, Scotty. That's our third one.
That was a great cut by Courtney.
Wasn't it?
Nice's pass was just a hair too far out in front to get the layup. So Courtney did what she had to, and that's get the basketball. And then after that, got the shot to go. Down at the other end, shot not going to go for Lawrence. And then we get a foul underneath, but where?
Well, they're going to get that on Pfeiffer.
Surprised on that call.
I'm not sure what the official saw on that call, Scotty.
Inbound it will be off the baseline for the Lawrence Vikings. They get it on the right wing. Looking, that is Brennan. Out on top, into the lane with it is Meyer. Stops, gives it back out. Perimeter, right side of the lane, drive, no foul call.
Well, Coach Hockett asking for a charge on that call. Didn't get that hard bump from the offensive player, and then we respond with some contact of our own, and there's where the foul came. Advantage offensive player so often, isn't it?
Well, it seems to be, right? Seems to be, that's for sure. Free throw good for Maggie Culver. Gives her 3 points, all from the stripe. We might make note. 21-9 is your score. And got them both.
She's a 70% free throw shooter on the year. Perfect today.
Pointers up by 11 at 21-10. Gabby Goleta into the front court, over to Krieger on the right side. Pointers trying to set up the offense this time. Pfeiffer posting down low left side. Krieger brings it back over on the left wing. It'll go. Backdoor cut by Thompson. A beautiful feed, and Goleta missed the bunny inside.
What a gorgeous look by Thompson.
Not sure why Gabby's struggling scoring from right down under the basket, but she did so the other day, if you recall.
Yeah, it just wasn't strong enough, Scotty.
Leak handoff pass will go to Meyer. On the dribble to the lane, Morey, tough shot, no. Pfeiffer rebounds. Nice will bring it up, right wing, Thompson. Thompson to the right of the lane, then backs it out to the free throw line. 14-footer, rolls off the rim, rebound, Goleta goes up, no, but a foul.
Nice play that time by Gabby. She said, well, I'm going to come back and be a rebounder on this one. And she did something different that time. She leaned into the defender and drew that foul. Good play.
Foul is going to be on Lydia Leak, her first. And the first foul for the Vikings here in the second quarter. We've got a timeout. This is a 30-second timeout taken by Lawrence. Let's grab that one. We'll be right back. Pointer women's basketball on WPCN.
Eat like a rock star.
To go in the opening half, UW Stevens Point 21 and Lawrence 10 on your final score. Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard. Plan your before or after game get-togethers at the final score. Second to Maria Stevens Point.
Well, catching up on the foul situation, Scotty. We're in a new quarter, so two team fouls on the Pointers, one on the Vikings. But as the game stats go, the Vikings are at 6, Pointers with 5, and only one player in any kind of foul trouble at this point. That would be Libby Crandall of Lawrence. She's got the 2 personal fouls.
Yep. Gabby Goleta looking for her first free throw of the ball game. She'll get a pair here. First off the right-handed shot is good.
Yeah, she's a fine free throw shooter, Scotty. She's now 12 of 14. That's about 86%. You got to love that.
Well, going back to the 70s, that's kind of John Zellmer numbers, isn't it?
Well, once in a while in practice.
Yeah. 23-10, Stevens Point with the advantage. 7:40 to go. Bounce pass to the free throw line goes there into the hands of Culver, and then another foul whistle.
I think that's going to be Goleta. Just trying to reach in with her hands and got caught with the proverbial hands in the cookie jar.
Well, that'll be her second.
Yeah,
so
that's
she's going to have to sit.
She was playing well.
Rachel Hagen replaces her. Inbound left baseline, Caroline Sharp out of Gurney, Illinois. Great place, Gurney, right? I mean, you have the big water park thing there. 23-10, pull up. Well, that one's thrown at the basket, not even close by Meyer. Rebound,
good defense.
Stevens Point.
That was the shot out of frustration as much as anything.
Yep. 6 flags I couldn't think of. Thompson over to Krieger. Her 3 not going to go. Rebound. Courtney followed it. Got it back. Nice. Underneath Pfeiffer. Lean in. Underlaid. Shot won't go. Put back Hagen. No foul.
Wow. Good effort on the boards by the whole front line of the Pointers. And what a great play by Krieger, who who read that shot. She saw her, Scotty, and we had the same line that she did, that her shot was going to be off to the left, and she just took off after it and fought her way to that basketball. Great play to keep the possession.
Agreed.
By Courtney Krieger. She's a nice point guard, Scotty, a 5'5" junior out of Merrill.
Rachel Hagen's free throw bounces high off the rim and away. Auto Select, quality, dependable auto repair and service performed by qualified technicians you can trust. Hagen's second one on the way. That one rims out too, but Thompson gets the rebound. She has a high arcing.
She really does, doesn't she?
Josie Nice with the dribble. Crossover into the lane, takes a step through and cannot score it, but fouled. That's almost offensive foul to me.
She just was aggressively throwing her body into there, trying to force her way to the basket. That was a long crossover and step as well, but it paid off for Josie. She's going to shoot a couple free throws. This has been a long possession.
I'd say. Free throw is good. 24-10, your largest lead of the game right now. Chance to up that to a 15-point advantage. Marquette women already winners today. They played at noon, missed that free throw, but fight for rebounds. Marquette beat Bucknell today 67-39. Marquette ranked in the top 25, but I can't remember what number. Josie Nice to the right elbow, gives it back. Thompson open, three ball, no. Rebound, Rachel Hagen. Kick out and another opportunity.
Wow, Lawrence just cannot get off their defensive end.
Underneath the Hagen, takes it up, rolls it off the rim. Good effort by Rachel, and here comes Lawrence. Up the right sideline with ball in hand. Long cross court from Brennan. Shot on the way, rims out, no. Rebound underneath, pulled in. Culver, no. Rebound tipped long, and Lawrence saves it, but saves it back to Courtney Krieger. She'll hustle, gets a layup, underlaid, rebound. Stevens Point, Thompson, Hagen, Pfeiffer, three, bound it.
Wow. What a nice sequence of basketball. That one's going to show up in the end of the year at a banquet in a highlight film, Scotty. That's beautiful basketball.
I would agree wholeheartedly. Lawrence needs the time. They're going to take another 30-second timeout. 5:39 to go. Let's stay here ourselves and tell you that the Pointer women, obviously, if you heard our pregame, headed home after this game. Safe travels to all. And then they're going down to Tampa, Florida, where they will play a pair of games next week. Well, the men, normally they're the ones going somewhere. The men will be right over in the Quant Fieldhouse in the Century Classic.
And I know the Century Classic is pleased as pink to have our Pointer men back as a part of that tournament. I'm looking forward to that as well, Scotty.
I agree.
Century Classic, a long tradition of showing some of the best high school basketball in the state. They bring in a lot of good teams. If you've never gone to the Century Classic and you're a basketball junkie, get some tickets. It's a great time.
Yeah, and tickets are relatively cheap, and most of the time, depending upon where you're at, you can get them for free. In deep, it'll go in the lane, and Hagen's going to get whistled for a foul. Mostly just a push.
Yep. She's playing behind and trying to get to the basketball. That's a tough thing to do. She needed to play, that half around, off the shoulder, and she was straight behind and trying to get to the ball that was coming in, and never had an angle.
Campion and Mortensen both in for point. Hagen sitting down with two personal. Shot off the inbound, won't go. Rebounding foul on Campion.
Yeah, you know
kind
what?
of an undercut.
They're saying, yep, she just moved the defender out, backing her off. You teach blocking out, right? And you work that drill. That was a drill. The coaches would have been patting her on the back, saying, that's what we want. Unfortunately, she just kept backing in and backing in, and the official said that was just too much. So they're going to shoot now. 5:23 to go, Scotty. They're going to shoot two free throws on every foul.
That is correct. Coming up, first one is not going to be good by Mallory Meyer.
Not.
Second coming. 27-10, Stevens Point with the obvious 17-point lead at the moment. And that one rims out. Long rebound. Pfeiffer able to get to it first.
Well, your center showed some speed there, didn't she, Scott?
She did. Krieger, top of the circle. Pfeiffer trying to post on the right side of the lane. She's off to a good start here today. Thompson, deep right corner, takes the dribble high. Over to Krieger again on the wing, down to the baseline, sneaking in, and she'll score it.
She is such a nifty player. She's in the footsteps of a lot of really good point guards that have played on this floor over the years.
29-10, Stevens Point. Right wing pass will go to Kuzmanovic. Outside Crandall, deep to the left corner. Backing her way in again is Meyer. Turnaround jumper off the rim. No, Thompson with a rebound.
Who else?
Taking a swat at it as Beck almost got a foul there.
Tell you what, Thompson is around the basketball.
From the corner, Mortensen, three! Got it! Campion, sorry about that.
I tell you what, so much for not being a prolific three-pointing team, Scotty. We are now 5 of 9.
That's pretty good.
That's not too bad. Keep shooting those threes.
That's right. 32-10. Balance or law of averages or something. I don't know. Meyer down the right of the lane. Poked away by Pfeiffer. Picked up underneath. Campion. Lead feed left side. Pfeiffer along the left of the lane. Gets it back to Krieger. Nice crossover inside and then underlaid. Gets her own rebound. Kick it back out. Mortensen and she traveled.
That she did. What a nice stop-and-go dribble by Courtney Krieger. She left 2 defenders away from her and then just came up short on the layup.
32-10 pointers, 3:53 to go in the opening half. Another game to come tonight. Spash girls hosting Chippewa Falls. They're set to tip at 6:15 tonight. Into the lane, kick to the right corner. Kuzmanovic, ball pops free, picked up now by sorry about that, Loftus. Into the baseline, Krieger inside. Courtney will score it.
She got that one. Boy, she's looking to score today.
34-10.
What a great first half by the Pointer. This is the best, continuous basketball I think I've seen in the games I've watched, Scotty. She carried it over there.
Definitely turned the ball over. Coach wanted to carry, didn't get it, but the shot short. Pfeiffer with a rebound. Krieger, baseline, gets it there to Campion. Skips it out to Pfeiffer, back to Krieger, left corner. Ball really moving without hitting the floor a lot of times, John.
Yep.
Better passing than we've seen, and they're going to call a foul on Pfeiffer.
Oh, boy. I'm going to say she used her right arm to ward off down in the post.
I'm wondering if there were some suggestions off the Lawrence bench because I didn't see much
and
there.
that's her second foul, so we got a number of frontline players now with 2, especially in the post.
Rock and Roll Cafe open 7 days a week from 7 to 3, located at Stanley and Minnesota Stevens Point. 34-10 pointers. At the free throw line down the left side of the lane, then sneaking baseline and unable to hang on to it. Sophie Morey lost it out of bounds.
That she did. Turnover number 7.
Caitlin Slowick into the game for Stevens Point. She'll bring it up. Give those 2 front guards a little rest. Loftus on the left wing to the top of the circle. There was some contact without a whistle. Slowick on the left side. Caitlin, top of the circle, down the left of the lane, and a touch foul at best on Charlotte Brennan.
Now, of course, the rule reads that if you put your 2 hands out onto the person, onto the uniform, it's an automatic foul. That's what the officials say, and it was. But, boy, that was pretty weak.
Yep, team foul 4. Loftus on the left wing. Gives it out on top. Mortensen back to Loftus, pinned down over there a little bit. Drives it to the lane. And they're going to say she dragged the pivot. She got into a position to take the shot.
She did.
And she's not confident right now.
No, she was 7 feet in front of the rim. She had cleared herself. That little runner, or she could even stop and square it up. She had that much time, and she never looked at the basket.
Yeah, that is a fact. All right, Lawrence with the ball back, trailing by 24. Left side jumper off the rim. No, backside rebound tip picked up by Loftus. Loftus into the front court. Working on the dribble toward the top of the circle, gives to Slowick. Caitlin lifts the three off the rim, no, and the rebound underneath by Beck.
Yeah, that was defended and early in the shot clock. That's when we probably didn't need.
Agreed. Top of the circle and left, it'll go there to Brennan. Drives it into the lane, down the lane, and a foul. See who it's on.
I think it's going to be Slowick.
Yep.
And back to the foul line goes Brennan.
So it'll be Charlotte Brennan out of Firestone, Colorado.
She's been on an airplane, I'll bet.
Yeah, I would think a few times.
Yeah, just to get to school. We're talking about the young women for the Pointers finally getting on a plane during their careers here, going down to Florida next week.
First free throw, good. Second one, also good. I think many of our listeners would know this, but sometimes you say, why are these people from Colorado and Illinois and wherever else, all over the place, Washington coming? Lawrence is an unbelievably highly regarded academic institution. Here it comes down to the baseline after a Pointer turnover, and we're going to get another jump ball.
And it'll go way of Stevens' point.
Yeah, Lawrence is really academically considered a great school.
Particularly in music, as I understand it.
I believe that's correct.
Which is why that was not a school I was going to.
Well, we can make the stereo work.
There you go. Gotten a little sloppy. We're a little bit into our bench now, and the guard play is not as solid as we had seen.
Agreed. That's thus why they're not the starters, I think. Left side, it'll go to Loftus. Mortensen out there, McIntyre out there again for point. Loftus gives right side. That is Campion. Tried to go into McIntyre, threw it over her head, and it went out of bounds.
It wasn't a half bad pass, guy. Just missed. It was a lob feed. That had been like 3 inches lower. I think we would have had an easy 2.
34-12.
I think Coach talking about he wanted her to get down and have an angle to make a pass off the floor.
He was talking about that. They need better passing angles into the post. 34-12. Right side pull-up jumper. There you go. That's a good-looking shot for Taylor Swoboda.
Used a high ball screen and hit the 15-footer.
34-14. Game and shot clock approximately 4 seconds difference before the end of the half. To the free throw circle. Loftus goes left to Slowick. Slowick gets the screen, and then now another bad well, not a bad call, an illegal screen. This group is not finishing the half very well.
No, they're not.
Foul on Campion, her second. Offensive, so it's not a shooting. And Lawrence, I'm assuming, will go for a last shot.
One would think.
At the free throw line, ball tipped, picked back up. Short jumper in the lane. Good one there by Culver. She's got 6. 3 seconds, and Slowick will launch the triple at the horn, off the mark, and we head to the locker room. Your score at the half, UW Stevens Point 34 and Lawrence 16. We'll return to the Berg Gym in 2 minutes. UW Stevens Point women's basketball on WPCN.
Once you realize that you're
And Stevens Point trying to remain undefeated in the pre-Christmas section of the schedule. And then they will head to Tampa. And once you come back, the competition is going to get ratcheted up a little bit as you go right into WIAC play. And that will show you where you really stand.
That's a whole different story, Scotty. Not that we don't play and respect all the teams we have played, because we most certainly do. But that long season against WIAC competition, it's always physical and hard played and emotional, and the WIAC really wears you down. I mean, the team that is still standing and calls itself the conference champion at the end of the season, both men's and women's, has certainly earned it.
Agreed. 34-16. We are going to get a 90-second break. We'll come back and get this second half started. This is UW Stevens Point women's basketball on WPCN.
Once you realize that you're
Stevens Point women leading Lawrence 34-16. We have another game coming up yet tonight. The Spash girls basketball team have won 5 in a row, and they will play host to Chippewa Falls. That game is slated to start at 6:15 instead of the normal 7:15. And we'll have it on the air for you. And it's also alumni night, so I'm kind of interested to see whom of our alums come back to. I'm hoping some of them are back from college, or maybe even early, some of them back to visit with their families and spend the Christmas weekend here. So hopefully we get a nice turnout of Spash girls alumni.
You know, my nephew Joseph is married to one of those alumni, Scotty, and she played right here for Lawrence. Carla Zarecki, you remember Carla?
Correct.
She's now Carla Zalmer. She works for Fox Valley Technical College. I think she coached, well, I get my K's mixed up. I want to say Kimberly for a little while, and now she's with Fox Valley. But she was a pretty good ball player at
I would say,
at Spash, and had enjoyed a nice career with our opponent today here at Lawrence. I wonder if she'll be home. I haven't mentioned it.
I don't know. I guess maybe I'll find out tonight if she's out there.
Yeah.
By the way, there is a Spash grad, a freshman, that is on the Lawrence roster, but Talia Moe, who's a nice player and I think will have a good career, is out injured. But the daughter of Dave Moe, for many of you that remember, and so anyway, she's not available, unfortunately.
Well, Scotty, we're going to get started here. Those 6 points that Lawrence scored to end that first half, very important to them. 18 is manageable, 24 not so much, and they're going to start with the first possession. Here we go.
Here you do indeed go. It will come into the front court with Charlotte Brennan in control. Lob to the right corner. Crandall wants 3. Airmailed it. Thompson with a rebound. Lead feed. Pfeiffer down the left side. Stopped at the free throw line. Got it to Thompson in deep. Can't hit the shot. A lot of contact. No whistle. Stolen by Nice. She'll go up and missed another bunny.
Boy, you want to make those, don't you? I thought there was a lot of contact on that first miss by
Maybe they're going to let him go
call.
this half. I don't know. Get it. Crandall in the right corner. Up on top, it'll go to Meyer down the right side. Back to Crandall. Drives it to the lane. Kick out up on top. Culver pulls up from 18. Rolls it off the rim. Nice with a rebound. So Stevens Point still with that 18-point lead. Now going from our right to left. Galito over to the right wing will go to Krieger. Courtney, former Merrill Blue Jay, sends it left. Bounce pass deep into the post. Nice spin move. Got away with a walk and scored.
Yeah, she sure did. Covered a little too much ground with a step and a half.
At least that's what I saw.
I thought so too, Scotty. There was a short
16.
There was a short step to start all of that.
Yep. Deep 3 by Leak. And it's a 19-point lead at 36-19. Pardon me. It is a 17-point lead.
They've chipped in by 1.
Yep. Left side with it is Nice. Crossover off the screen by Galita. Beautiful feed back to Gabby, and it was off her hand and out of bounds.
Yeah, it's almost like Gabby thought it was tipped, so she let it go. She pulled her hands back, actually. I thought that was a good pass.
I thought that was a brilliant pass. It was going to be an easy 2.
For some reason, she didn't pull it in.
Brennan, high post, Meyer. Goes left on the dribble. Culver into the lane, backing Thompson down. Turnaround jumper, no. Foul. And Thompson's like, I didn't touch her. But that'll be her second, I do believe.
Boy, some of these fouls on our interior players have been really weak.
Yeah, you get that first drive coming in off the left wing with contact all over. Don't get a call, and then I didn't even see any contact here, but so be it. Lear's Jewelers, providing custom design jewelry, free custom design consultations, as well as jewelry repair where dreams are made. Good luck to the Pointers from Lear's Jewelers. In and out with the second. So it's a 36-20 ball game.
You know, you compare that to the foul, to the no call when Alexa got on the first possession.
Yeah, that's what.
And she's got to be going, how does this work?
Yep. Thompson left. Krieger up on top. Gives it off to Nice on the wing. Underneath the Galita, goes up and way overlays, but will go to the free throw line. That's where you need that to be an and one.
I thought that would be an and one. That's what I would have looked
for. I mean, she was right there on the left block and just put it up so hard it wasn't even close.
Yeah, you gotta be strong enough to take that hit, Scotty, and continue with the shot.
I agree.
She's kind of a finesse style of player with her size, but that's
so
when you just gotta be strong on that and get the and one.
Makes both free throws,
I'll tell you what, she's a heck of a free throw shooter. Almost 90% on the year.
38-20, right wing corner. They'll hold there. Back into the game is Sophie Morey. We'll go to Brennan, to Culver. Culver to the left elbow, gives it back outside. Morey thought about it. Drives it along the left of the lane. It looks like she really only has a left hand to me. Down to the baseline, cut off, gives it back up. Brennan outside the arc, goes left side. Getting down to the baseline, pull-up jumper, knocking it down. Nice shot by Mallory Meyer.
Yeah, off the dribble. Short corner baseline.
38-22, Stevens Point. Nice to the right corner. Gets a step, goes baseline, pull-up jumper, rolls it off the rim, no. Rebound pulled in here by Culver. Got
hit in the face by her own player.
By her own player. Took maybe an elbow. Yeah. Looks like she's okay, but they're going to get her out of the game for a moment.
Yep.
Carly Beck out of Greeley, Colorado comes in.
Well, it was one time a 24-point lead. It is narrowed to 16.
Yep.
And Lawrence playing with a little more confidence, I think. They came out, missed some early shots, got behind, but they've settled down.
Brennan front court. Left side, open three. Off the rim, no long. Rebound, Krieger. Off the miss by Beck. Krieger, right sideline dribble. Looking to the baseline to Pfeiffer. Goes left to Nice. Long cross court, right wing. Thompson looking, bounce pass. Pfeiffer down on the block, working. Nice beautiful drive, and then she missed it.
Our bigs are doing a lot of nice things. They're just not finishing.
Yep, down to the opposite end quickly. It'll go, kick out, top of the circle, back out. With it here is Brennan. Comes over to Leak on the right side. She's against Nice. Right side corner. Morey doesn't want to take that. Bad pass inside, stolen by Thompson. Thompson across the timeline, behind the back with the dribble, into the lane, underneath. Nice on the baseline. Working, a little tough, kind of half hook. No, got her own rebound and a foul. I don't know if they rush shots or what.
Well, that time, Josie didn't read the proper shot. She had the left hand wide open, and she actually pivoted, wanting to shoot with her right hand, and took it right into a whole bunch of defenders. She had a much cleaner path, shall we say, with her left hand.
Carly Beck foul, non-shooting foul. Team number 2 on the Vikings. The ball inbounded to Nice on the baseline. Goes into the lane, kicks it out to Galita. Gabby from 15 and knocked it down.
Well, right. Why not? She's 90% from that spot.
Yep.
Just hit the free throw.
Lead back.
That's
18.
her game right there. I think she's a lot more comfortable on the perimeter than banging down underneath.
Well, it doesn't hurt to be a perimeter. You know, you can shoot over some of the shorter people when you're out there at 6 foot the way she is. We've got a timeout taken here. And I believe it was called by Lawrence. We'll stay here with 5:40 to go. This is actually a 1-minute timeout. So let's take a 30-second break. We will return UW Stevens Point women's basketball on WPCN. Seconds remaining. We're in the third quarter. University of Wisconsin Stevens Point women's basketball leading Lawrence 40-22.
6 points each to start this third period, so the 18-point lead is still at 18.
Swoboda will inbound, and Brennan will bring it up the floor here. Point has not trailed in this game. Got out to a 6-0 lead. Swoboda wants 3. That won't go. Rebound comes long, and we're going to get yet another foul.
And they're going to get that one on.
Galita again. Must have reached in over there.
Yep, that's her third.
That'll bring Rachel Hagen back in.
That rebound came off. It was a 3-point shot, real long, and so sometimes that stuff happens.
Into the post. Tough left-hand shot. No, had her own rebound. Then taken by Hagen. Falling over, got it to Nice. 18-point pointer lead. Nice stopped her dribble out pretty high, but got rid of it to Hagen off on the wing. Thompson kicked back to Hagen, drives it to the paint. Little runner off the rim, no. Rebounded down deep, and a jump ball. Should be Pointer basketball.
Gonna stay right here. I like the action that time, just missed the shot. Trying to avoid a charge too, Scotty.
Yeah.
Help defender came up, and Hagen did a good job of stopping up. If she had continued through, it would have been a charge.
Thompson throws it in long to McIntyre. Krieger back to Hagen in the right corner. Backdoor cut by Krieger down the lane. Got a big push.
Yep,
that's a foul.
Sure is.
Who are they going to get it on? Brennan will be her second, I do believe.
Are they saying that's not shooting?
I don't think so. I don't think she had the ball.
Well, that's what they're going to say. I thought that was an attack of the basket, but maybe not.
40-22, and this might be the media timeout. Coach wanting to know if that's a shooting foul.
Well, that's what they're
not.
talking about, right? I'm not sure the officials agree with one another, Scotty, based on the head nodding and not nodding.
Well, I think they heard you and said, well, that professor-style guy over there thinks it's shooting.
Yeah.
And then the other guy says, well, if he thinks it's shooting, it's definitely not. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah.
That'll be the day where the officials start listening to you and me.
Well, yeah. That would maybe be the end of basketball as we know it. So,
well, it'd be a better game.
It sure would. The Final Score Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard right now showing Stevens Point with a 40-22 lead. Watch your favorite teams. Enjoy the daily food and drink specials at the Final Score. They're at 2nd and Maria in Stevens Point. So a 40-22 ball game. And Point will be inbounding.
Yep, they'll have
off
20
of the baseline.
20 seconds on the shot clock.
Thompson to trigger it. Got it in. McIntyre from the wing can't hit the three. Hagen. And she is knocked to the floor as she got the rebound.
Well, Lawrence has had a tough time securing rebounds in this game.
Yeah, that's for sure.
They are now been out rebounded 37-17. That's 20. That's a bundle.
That foul was whistled on Culver, her first. Point with the ball and up by 18, in deep to Hagen. She'll take the short jumper and got it.
That was a great look by Josie Neese. Nice, Scotty, from the top of the key. Just a straight line bullet pass.
Hagen has 5 pointers, back to a 20-point advantage. Into the right corner with it is Swoboda. Back out Kuzmanovic. Backdoor cut. And stopping that cut was back. And it went right out of bounds.
Yep, I tell you what, back-to-back plays by Josie. One on the offensive end, this time in the defensive end. She took that back cut right away.
Yep.
Nice defensive play.
42-22 is your score.
You know, those things don't show up in a box score, but that's a winning defensive play.
Agreed. And we like defense, don't we?
Well, it helps to stop the other team from scoring, does it?
Well, if you don't play it, generally speaking, you're not going to any kind of championship. Hagen underneath, and they're going to call her traveling.
Oh, wow.
Rachel is going to be so good.
She made a nice play to catch that ball. She went up high.
42-22 pointers. Lawrence up on top. It'll go there. Swoboda in deep. Back to Swoboda. Wants the three and got it.
Yeah, we doubled the post. Did not need to, and that helped freed up the outside shot.
Out of Mullen, Nebraska, John.
A Cornhusker.
Yep. Thompson working right wing dribble. You don't see too many people up here from Nebraska playing basketball.
No.
Krieger into the lane, bounces it off. Hagen back into the lane. Looked like she was fouled, but Krieger comes up with the missed shot.
Shot clock still going.
Yep. 5 seconds. Courtney kicks it out. McIntyre's three offline. No, and that should have been a shot clock violation. If nothing else.
That's what they've got. So.
Darn.
Well, the shooting percentages have certainly starting to drop here.
Yeah, I looked at that the last time we got an update. I'm like, well, it comes back down. You end up with your kind of average. Point average is 40.7. Here's a pull-up three. Rims out and going to go out of bounds in the corner. And they're back down under 40% right now.
We're backing off those high ball screens, which are giving the Vikings opportunities to shoot threes if they want them. But again, they're not a prolific shooting three-point team either, 27% on the year.
Only a 17-point lead right now.
Yeah, but it was 24 at one point.
2:55 to go. Krieger left. And a foul where?
Well, I think it's going to come against, I do believe, Maggie Culver. And she got the worst of it because after the hold, Thompson just kind of threw her to the ground. Don't hold me.
Yep.
And now they're over the 5-foul limit per quarter, so we'll get 2.
Amazingly, Alexa looking for her first point of the game, and she gets it. 43-25, chance to get it up to a 19-point advantage again.
She averages 9-8 a game, Scotty. She does have 7 rebounds, however.
I don't think she's shot many times, has she?
No. You know what? I think she's left 5 times, actually. She's 0 for 5, but she's one of those glue players, but she's a great rebounder.
Yeah, I agree. Kuzmanovic over to the left wing. It'll go off to Caroline Sharp, who is back in. Drive at the right side, Culver, and we're going to get a foul on Thompson. A lot of fouls.
I was just about to say that, but now it's getting to be kind of a hack fest, so to speak.
Yeah.
But if the game is losing flow and rhythm, there's so many stoppages of play.
Agreed. This is like, okay, let it go a little bit.
Yeah.
2:35 to go, still in the third, and the free throw good for Maggie Culver.
Who's 70% on the year. Boy, she gets to the line a lot. She's been there 50 times this year.
Second one coming up, and got that one. She has 9 points, 7 of which have come from the line. 44-27. Stevens point. 2:27 to go. Right side pass. It'll go there to Mortensen to the free throw circle, down to the left corner, into the hands of Nice. Drives inside, lays it in with a foul.
Yeah, I was afraid he was going to do the charge signal, which he could not do. I'm talking about the official, since that occurred inside the half moon line. That had to be by rule a block.
Yeah, if you can prove it on film. But, I mean, I agree with you. That foul on Sharp.
I got a chance for a 3-point play here, the old-fashioned way. Nice attack of the basket.
Nice free throw. She's 0 for 3 from the line.
Yeah, not the prettiest looking shot, is it?
It's not a good looking shot at all. Got to work on that. She's already a senior, maybe too late, huh? Spin move in the lane, down the lane. No, and a foul on Nice.
And just another foul. I mean, every action is ending in a foul. Boy.
Yeah, it's getting old. And, you know, in this case, the shooter leans into the defender and gets the call. And I guess that's what a shooter is supposed to do. You're not supposed to necessarily fade away like you see some players do. Take it into the defender. I mean, there's an opportunity to get to the line.
And they're getting and they're getting to the line, and that's where they're scoring. I know we don't like to play zone, but I'm almost thinking just play a zone and see if they can score over it.
Krieger, great baseline drive, and scores it.
She's got that little hesitation dribble, that stop and go.
Yep. 48-29. Jake Buchanan shows us that every once in a while for the Pointer men. Brennan out on the wing, into the lane leak. Right back out to Brennan. Swing it to the right side. Swoboda to the circle, and then threw it away.
Right out of bounds.
Yep. Sure did.
Lack of communication there.
Hilltop Pub and Grill for lunch or dinner. The Hilltop is there for you. Dine in, carry out, and delivery. They're open daily at 11. Jamie Pfeiffer back in for point. And Campion will take a seat.
Good minutes for Campion.
48-29 with 1:29 still remaining. Wonders by 19. Nice into the front court. Left side. Hagen to the corner. They lob it underneath to Hagen. She'll score it.
Yeah,
what a nice play.
Called from the bench, Scotty. That high screen, and you run off it, and you just lob over everybody.
Are you sure you didn't call that one from here?
I'd like to take credit, but nope, that came from Coach Hockett.
It'll go high left to Leak. Leak against Krieger. Right side three ball. In and out. No rebound. Nice. Off the Crandall miss. Nice top of the circle, in the circle, keeps her dribble up, drives it along the right of the lane with a ton of contact, and then the ball pops free, picked up by Hagen, underneath the Pfeiffer, steps to the rack and draws the foul. Wow. We used to play commando basketball in gym class in high school.
Well, we wanted them to stop calling fouls.
Yeah, you're right.
And they did. Maybe there was something there. Josie Nice really trying to exert herself there. Probably was a little too aggressive, but got away with it.
Fourth on Libby Crandall now, and Pfeiffer gets 2 free ones coming up. Her first is good. Her first point of the second half, 14 in the game.
Yeah, they've been protecting her fouls a little bit here.
And got them both. Well, now she only has 2. She's got plenty of time to, as she takes the seat and Kelly McIntyre comes back.
Well, back up to 23-point lead now.
We're inside a half a minute to go here in the third quarter. Brennan over to Swoboda. She'll take the 3 over Hagen. Caught backboard, but that was it. Rebound McIntyre into the hands of Nice.
Should be one shot here, Scotty. They do not want to rush this offense.
Nice with the high left dribble. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Off the McIntyre screen, driving right to the corner. Krieger, 3 ball, off the rim. Backside rebound, Hagen, lean in, no. Rebound there and a double dribble, wasn't it?
It was.
Bet it was.
Got it. Yep, they got it.
You're going to get 2.5 seconds to get a shot off.
And that's plenty of time. You can get a catch and a couple dribbles, even a pass. So let's see what we draw up here.
52-29, Pointle inbound under its own basket. Krieger lobs it. Hagen, catch, shoot, blocked. Nice block, and that'll end it. So we have played 3 here in the Berg Gym. UW Stevens Point 52 and Lawrence 29. Back with the final 10 minutes in just a moment. UW Stevens Point women's basketball on WPCN. It's another home. UW Stevens Point 52, Lawrence 29 on your final score. Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard. You can score amazing food and drinks at the perennial Sports Bar and Grill in Stevens Point. The final score. Sports Bar and Grill.
Well, neither team shooting very well in the third period, Scotty. 6 of 18 for the Pointers, 33%. Just 3 of 11 for Lawrence, 27%. This game is being won in the paint right now by the Pointers front line. They've out-rebounded the Vikings 42-21 and have outscored Lawrence in the paint 22-8.
Lawrence with the ball to start off the final 10-minute period. They'll go up on top. Culver sends it to the right to Meyer. Looked into the post, wanted to go there to Morey. They get it back deep into the right corner, drive it toward the lane, pull-up jumper short. Rebound Leak underneath. Out to the left corner, Brennan's 3 is good.
Well, the air ball that nobody corralled for the Pointers turns into a 3.
Yep. 52-32, Stevens Point. Down on the baseline, Pfeiffer, turnaround, jumper off the rim, rebound Culver.
Good box out that time by Lawrence.
Brennan front court. Culver, top of the circle, looking left. Player-to-player defense here. Leak with it outside the arc. Nice on her. Takes the dribble to the circle. Culver backs into the lane. Off on the wing, it'll go to Morey. Outside, Meyer drives it into the lane. Jump stop, pull-up jumper. Rolled it in.
Yeah, got the roll.
She's got 4. The lead down to 52-34. Krieger front and left side on the pass to Thompson. Alexa gives back. Galetta slides in and missed another layup.
Yeah.
Don't know what that is, but just cannot finish a layup. Up on top, Leak poked away by Nice, picked up by Leak. Over to the left corner, it'll go there to Meyer. Meyer is going to be fouled by Josie Nice.
Good job of hedging on a ball screen and got out there before the ball handler. Contact came and he called the foul. That's her 4th.
Hagen will come in. Galetta will sit down. Lawrence inbounds. Brennan. It's not an impossible task, although throwing it out of bounds like that didn't help. But
unforced turnovers. Turnover number 14 for the Vikings. Stevens Point at 12.
52-34. Point has the advantage. Again, never trailed in this one. Biggest lead was 24, I do believe. Nice along the right sideline to Thompson. Right back to Josie. Takes the dribble. Backdoor cut that time by Krieger. Got in deep. Couldn't get a shot off. Kept it on the floor. Got rid of it off to Thompson somehow. Pfeiffer from the 3 line. In and out. No. Long rebound. Culver. That was halfway down. Came back up.
That sure did.
Culver. Right side. Brennan. Stops at the arc. Morey trying to post. They'll send it out on top to Leak. Leak against Krieger. Right side, Brennan with it. Looking again, Brennan lost the handle. Was it not tipped? Ball picked up on the wing. Back it'll come here. Morey into the lane, down the lane, overlaid, rebound Thompson.
You know, we had the 24-point lead, 18 at halftime, Scotty, and we've just been playing even in this second half.
Yep, that's a fact. I think you got a little complacent. Oh, beautiful backdoor cut, and what a feed by Nice.
Yeah, that was
Krieger
just
finish.
a thing of beauty, the old give and go.
Right over the shoulder of the defender, and Krieger with the layup. 20-point advantage in deep to Morey in the post. If she slides to her right hand, she scores it. Foul on Pfeiffer. Her second team here in the quarter.
Well, you mentioned it before. I don't think Morey is in any hurry to go to her right hand.
No. No, you can see it. And that's kind of, well, it is what it is, right?
Yep.
We are talking A as sophomore, but B, we're Division III. And we don't have some of the finely skilled tools that you see at the D1 level sometimes. Missed the first free throw and missed the second, but it's tipped out all the way to between the circles, picked up there by Kuzmanovic. That is Meyer back over on the right wing. Kuzmanovic turned her back to the defender, but didn't take advantage there defensively. Baseline jumper, no. Long rebound again. Kuzmanovic underneath and a layup this time.
Wow, boy, that time it was Lawrence doing some damage on the offensive boards.
Yep, couldn't find it.
No.
54-36. Thompson down to the left baseline. Works inside, goes up left hand, scores.
There's a left hand, Scott. That was a nice move. Beautiful crossover step. She is strong.
Yep. 56-36, 6:22 to go. And Coach Hockett calls the timeout. This is a 1-minute break. Let's take that break. We will return. 6:22 to go in the game. Stevens Point up by 20. This is UW Stevens Point women's basketball on WPCN. Hey, sports. minutes, 22 seconds to go in this one. Stevens Point up by 20 on your final score sports bar and grill scoreboard. Plan your before or after game get together at the final score, second at Maria Stevens Point.
Scotty, two great attributes of athletes, quickness and strength. They don't always come in the same package. If you get a player that's not only quick and fast but also strong, you've got something.
That you do. Pointers up 56-36. Defensive average coming in for Point 51.4. So
that looks about right today.
If they could hold Lawrence back a little bit here, might get a little bit better. Maury into the low post, right side, up against Hagen.
Oh, help come from behind.
Yeah. Oh, they're calling it on Hagen. I think Thompson committed the foul. Well, what do I know?
Surely did.
That'll be 4 on Alexa Thompson. On Hagen, pardon me.
They got the wrong player.
Yeah. 3 on Rachel. Free throw for Meyer is good. 56-37. And the second one rattles out. Hagen with the rebound. So Point up by 19. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Should be 9-0 when they head to Florida next week, Wednesday. Jamie Pfeiffer in deep on the baseline. Thompson powers it up and scores it.
Well, there's the strength we were talking about, right?
Yeah, for sure. 58-37.
She does finish.
Brennan gives it up left side. That's back out. Drive into the lane, down the lane, and there's a bump.
Nice.
Kuzmanovic will get to go to the line. Nice with the foul, I believe.
Yep. 4 team fouls already in this quarter, Scotty. 5:29 to go, which means Lawrence is going to shoot 2 free throws the rest of the afternoon.
And somehow the Vikings have not been whistled for a foul in that period. First free throw swirls out. 58-37. Another game coming up tonight. Spash girls against Chippewa Falls. And the second free throw is good here for Nikola Kuzmanovic. 58-38, Pointers. Nice across the timeline. Bounces to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer tried to go in deep, and a foul from behind by Brennan, I believe.
Yep, you're correct. Team foul number 1 will inbound under our basket with 20 seconds on the shot clock.
That is, as John mentioned, the first team foul and the second only they have on Brennan. I have her at 3. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong person. Kuzmanovic with the foul. That's why. Nice up on top. Gives it right corner to Hagen. Rachel drives baseline, gets inside and scores.
Right, that was a explosive first step. She just attacked the baseline. Nobody was able to react from Lawrence and get in front of her.
Correct, you are. Kuzmanovic goes left side on the pass to Beck. Down the lane, Brennan, and lost it going up, but they're going to say touched by Stevens Point as it goes out of bounds. Well, we will say to all our Pointer fans that might not be back with us for the high school game tonight, we wish you great holidays, safe travels if you're going somewhere, and have a wonderful time. And we're looking forward to start of WIAC play just a few weeks away now. In deep, we got traveling the call.
Boy.
Against Meyer.
I didn't see that either.
Nope, I surely did not.
I tell you, we were playing with fire, though, on that SWAT.
Yeah, Coach Walt didn't like the call, that's for sure. Courtney Krieger on the left wing, 4:27 to go, cross-court nice. Josie pounding dribble in on the right block to Alexa Thompson. Spin move back to Nice, trying to sneak in and got bumped Now, is it going to be a foul? Looks like it. I thought for a moment they were going to say she stepped out, but
team foul number 2 now.
Culver with her third. 60-38 pointers.
Great pass by Alexa Thompson there, Scotty. She felt the double team and said, okay, somebody's open. And she was able to find the cutter.
It'll come into Nice on the left side. Backs her way down. Going to force one up and didn't get it to go. And then she forced it.
She did.
She wanted 2 points, and that was, in a game like this, doesn't matter so much. But, boy, she had nothing there. They'll get it into Crandall for an easy 2. That's her first basket.
Pfeiffer went for the steal in front and completely missed it. And that left her wide open.
3:48 to go. Nice into the front court. I think Coach was hoping to get his bench into this game for a while, and while you have a 20-point lead, he just somehow, I don't think, feels comfortable. Crossover step and a beautiful move for Campion for 2.
It was a fine move by Abby Campion, the senior out of Janesville. Ball fake up and a crossover duck under.
Yep. And a timeout's going to be taken here by Lawrence. 62-40, 3:28 to go in the ball game. Let's take a 30-second break. We will come back. UW Stevens Point women's basketball on WPCN.
This is quite warm.
Head to Florida for the trip, a couple of games down in the Tampa area, and then back, and here you go into the WIAC.
Well, shooting on the game, 23 of 56 now for our pointers, 41%, right on our season average. Lawrence just 12 of 44, 27%, and of course, that's significantly below their season average of 37%. So defensively, from that standpoint, you certainly have held a team significantly below the season average in shooting. Rebounding is now a 16 plus for the pointers.
Stevens Point up by 22 into the game. Bailey Griffiths out of Frankport, Illinois for Lawrence. Right wing dribble is Kuzmanovic. Back out to Griffiths. Drives it to the left elbow. Kick out. Crandall wants 3 off the rim. Tipped out to the corner. Griffiths with the rebound. Put it on the floor. Bounced it off her teammate's foot. Picked up by Ava Loftus for Stevens Point. Ava into the front court. Picked up her dribble. Down on the left block. It'll go. McIntyre goes up left hand. Way overlaid.
Yep.
And the rebound to Crandall.
Better off, I think, from that distance, Scotty, to square and see if you could shoot off the glass.
Tall enough to shoot it over the defender there.
Yep.
It will go to Emma Moya, who is into the game right now. In deep, Crandall got away with the travel, missed the shot. McIntyre, I thought she switched pivot feet.
And I thought she traveled on that three-point shot, too. You know how so many times women have to load that shot up? Sometimes they
get a little hop or something in there.
Yep.
Left side, down deep, it'll go. On the baseline, backing in, Campion, turn around, left hand. Abby Campion.
She's got that spin move down, Scotty. That was sweet. That's back-to-back spin moves for Campion. Wow.
And that will give a match to the biggest lead of the game. Emma Van Order will come in for a point.
Yep, hometown product right here at Stevens Point, Pacelli. The Van Order family.
Pacelli girls are doing very well.
Well, they're like 1,000 Van Orders.
There might be.
Maybe more.
They might be.
A storied family name at Pacelli, I can tell you that.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, front court. Lawrence with the ball. Griffiths over to the right wing. It'll go to Moya. Moya against Van Order into the lane. Had the ball popped free. Who's going to get to it? Moya got it back. Lost it again. Loftus will gain it. She'll take it into the front court. To the free throw circle. Gives back here. Mortensen drives it. Pops his 15-footer. Got it.
Hey, his second 5. Playing pretty well.
Yep. Biggest lead of the game.
Sure
26 with 1:40 to go. There's a hand check foul. I'm not sure what Caitlin was doing there.
May have been the easiest call of the night, Scotty.
Yeah, I think you can take the may have part out of it.
She's simply 40 feet away, putting both hands on the offensive player.
Lily Truchon in for Stevens Point, young freshman out of South Shore High School. First free throw coming up here for Griffiths, and dropped it. That was team foul 5 on point, so Lawrence going to the line here. And the second one good as well.
They've scored 15 from the line.
Yeah,
they've been pretty effective. They're shooting about 70%.
And also in Caitlin Jones. So the Pointers have gotten everybody in that is available. Into the lane, Slowick pulls up for the jumper and hits it.
Stopped right before the help came, and that's a tough shot floating in there. About 8 feet in front.
68 to 42. Stevens Point. Over with it is Moya. Up on top to Lummis. Kicks it out on the wing. Crossover dribble to the left elbow. Ball pop free, picked up by Truchon. Truchon into the front court, into the lane, takes it down the lane. Got away with a travel, or did she?
Well, they're going to give a charge instead, but travel came first.
The idea was great.
Yeah.
But couldn't stop herself.
Yeah, she wanted to come to a jump stop there, something that she'll work on, but she couldn't stop the momentum.
68-42. We haven't seen Lily too much so far. From the corner, Lawrence, pull-up jumper, not going to go. Loftus with the board, but I see some athleticism. I think as she gets used to playing better competition, she could add to your squad. Slowick wants another off the rim. No, Truchon trying to get to the rebound. Tipped away and out of bounds.
You know, and she's long, Scotty. Yeah. She's 5'11" and long. And she's coming from a place that has put out a whole bunch of good women basketball players, South Shore.
Correct, you are. 31 seconds to go. It'll come into Lily out on the right wing. Loftus trying to set a screen, goes down to Slowick on the block. And Caitlin will score it. Nice. She's not afraid to shoot.
You know what else we're seeing in Lily Truchon, Scotty? She's tall, and she's a great perimeter passer. Yeah. She's out in the perimeter and making some great passes inside.
Agreed. Top of the circle. To the left elbow, kick out there with it is Lummis. Drive it into the paint, stolen away by Slowick. 4 seconds to go. Coach saying,
no.
Pull up, and Caitlin says nope. She goes right to the rack and scores it. She didn't even look at Coach on that one.
She didn't. It's like I stole it, I'm going to score.
Yeah.
She's coming for that.
On the scoreboard here, Coach. Forget that stuff. Your final here this afternoon in the Berg. UW Stevens Point 72 and Lawrence 42. We'll come back here in a couple of minutes. This is UW Stevens Point women's basketball on WPCN. It's the final game.